And we are all set to go as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Pass midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And now the rookie's free. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McMillan.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, they'll run it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
To throw on 3rd down, McMillan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Escapes the defender. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 12. Play action, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Robinson with another carry. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Broken tackle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here is 3rd and 5. One play action. Fields. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are once again back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Vikings sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Throwing on first down. McMillan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you're 0%, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down. I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. McMillan.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, fighting his way through contact. He's still on his feet, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw. McMillan. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 129 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Off play action. McMillan. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. from the 3, 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Wants to try to add the PAT.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Field's going to change things up here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Scott.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A Play fake, now Fields to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
3rd and 2, Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a player, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off the play fake, McMillan. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's going to try and go deep again.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McMillan. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and run for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From his own end zone, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 40-30 that time. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMillan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. McMillan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun. McMillan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McMillan.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Looking to throw. McMillan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on second down. McMillan. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
Powerful running.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Left side, got Jones.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On to give, here's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Back to throw, Fields.
The Vikings after it, and they get that for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. McMillan. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now 1st and goal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go. Yellow, line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Well, defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, this one probably was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur in the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Vikings.